It's every law enforcement officer's nightmare. They're driving along when suddenly a bandit rushes the car and starts shooting. When you're behind the wheel, it's almost impossible to defend yourself from bullets.
The days of the Saturday night special is gone. These young men are running around with 223 rounds and 45 caliber, 50 caliber pistols. And this is scary.
That officers nowadays are killed in arrest situations as well as ambush situations, which is equally, if not exceeding them, what they go through. So traffic stops is one of the biggest killers of our police officers.
Rankin approaches the car.
I never saw it coming. All I see is a blast. My face went completely numb. I basically blacked out. My initial thought was I died, that was it.
So as Armor Bond Protection rolls out its proprietary anti-ballistic products for vehicle windows and doors, as well as for windows in commercial buildings, interest is overwhelming. Here at the Louisiana State Police Training Academy Joint Emergency Services Training Center, federal, state, and local law enforcement officers are gathered to hear more about the Armor Bond Revolutionary Glass Security System. Also present are representatives and visitors of convention bureaus from across the state. Hotels and commercial buildings near hurricane zones would benefit from windows that are Armor Bond treated to reduce breakage and injury during disasters. These men and women are charged with protecting the welfare of thousands of officers and the general public. This is what they came to see. Armor Bond, based in Houston, Texas, has developed proprietary cutting-edge technology that turns regular windshields and plate glass into barriers resistant to bullets, vandals, and hurricanes. They also have proprietary technology that makes the entire interior of a vehicle bullet-resistant. Louisiana State Police Sergeant Patrick Jackson is on the firing line. First, he fires one 9mm 115-grain bullet into regular plate glass, the same thickness as that used in most hotels and high-rise buildings. Only this glass has been treated with Armor Bond Protection's one-of-a-kind proprietary technology. After the shot is fired, everyone is anxious to see the results. What they find is that the outer layer of glass cracks, but the inner layer, the layer that would be on the inside of the hotel room or a high-rise, was not penetrated. No shards of glass on the inside, no nothing. Just protection. Then, the unthinkable. 4 additional rounds of 9mm bullets were fired into the treated plate glass. Remember that this is the same glass that moments ago withstood the impact of one bullet.
4 rounds, same grain, same caliber, 1 round behind the other.
Not one of the bullets gets through. The back of the glass has dimples but is completely smooth. As you can imagine, the police officers have lots of questions.
Step back.
Is this a liquid application or
The liquid firms, you put the liquid that hardens the glass, then you put the film, which the film is also sprayed with the liquid, where actually the film becomes part of the glass.
Independent testing shows that even in Category 4 hurricane force winds, Armor Bond Revolutionary Glass Security System can prevent disastrous damage to plate glass and tempered glass and windows and doors. This is the only product to pass the Large Missile 70 Design Pressure ASTM certification with application on existing glass. And that means penetration of windows can be saved every time disaster strikes. And that means lives and property are spared. The next demonstration of armor bond protection is what most interests police officers. Regular automotive side window glass treated with several layers of clear armor bond security system. The bullets are being fired from a 9mm handgun. The bullets are 115 grain. As a state police veteran and skilled marksman, Sergeant Jackson, who is firing the bullets, knows what would happen if a regular windshield was fired on from this close distance.
Clearly, the rounds would have penetrated, and if there was a driver, an officer would have been struck by that round, especially at that distance, straight through and through penetration.
First, one 9mm 115 grain bonded jacketed round is fired into the windshield glass from only 15 feet away. The results are the same. The bullet does not penetrate the glass, thanks to armor bond security treatment. Now the real test. After withstanding one round from a 9mm bullet, the ante is upped. This time, 4 rounds of a 165 grain 40 caliber bonded jacketed hollow point bullet. See for yourself. For people who see this demonstration for the very first time, it is nothing short of amazing. Not one bullet penetrates the glass. Baton Rouge Police Chief Jeff LaDuff was amazed, and he calls armor bond protection one-of-a-kind glass treatment a way to stay ahead of criminals.
You have to do what you can to be on top of this game and stay one step in front of them.
And when you see a product like this,
it gives you confidence. Again, this controls the stressors. You still have to do something to bring the situation to an end. In this case, you can save your life simply by driving away. As opposed to having to put yourself in a position to engage and open that door and try and make that shot to stop the encounter. This gives us the opportunity to drive away.
Now, see what happens when a Mercedes-Benz side window with only 2 layers of armor bond protective shield applied is fired on. First, with a 40 caliber bonded jacketed hollow point with 165 grains, a powerful bullet. Even with just 2 layers of protection, the bullet does not penetrate the inside. Then, the unthinkable. On this same piece of windshield, with only 2 coatings of armor bond glass security system, the officer is handed the all-powerful 45 caliber pistol, loaded with bonded jacketed hollow point bullets, each packed with 230 grain bullets. No one expects the glass to survive. And remember, Sergeant Jackson is about to fire rounds into this already damaged windshield, and 2 of his rounds will be fired into the same place. This is when the armor bond product is supposed to fail, or at least that's what the crowd is expecting.
He stepped up to 45 caliber, 230 grain bonded jacketed hollow point. And just before that, we shot 40 caliber, 165 grain bonded jacketed hollow point, and then 45 caliber, 230 grain bonded jacketed hollow point. And the product stood up well also against those.
have you ever seen anything like this?
No, sir, I have not.
I was excited to see a new material out on the market that can defeat these particular rounds that we carry in law enforcement that we use. The degree of protection that it is taken to the number of multiple rounds that were fired and the defeating of that. I'm impressed with the chemicals and what I've learned, the easy application of these materials on the products that we now carry.
Now, see how Armor Bond proprietary technology protects not only the windows of a vehicle from bullets, but also the body of the car, truck, or SUV. What this means is that the entire vehicle now becomes a bullet-resistant barrier, while only adding a few pounds of weight. For fuel efficiency and handling, there is no other product anywhere that compares. These panels are custom manufactured for each particular vehicle application. Watch what happens when, from only 15 feet away, 40 caliber 165 grain bullets are fired directly into the high-tech protected panels.
5 grain bonded jacket hollow. Going hot.
Five rounds from only 15 feet away, but the bullets don't bounce off. And most importantly, they don't penetrate this proprietary material. Instead, the spent ammunition is kept right
Get the
inside.
ballistics, basically the rounds, you've got the rounds now. You can capture the rounds stick in there? The rounds stuck in there. That bullet probably stopped in probably the first 3 or 4 layers.
Take the clamps off on the
First.
bottom of the bullet.
Yeah, so I've really got overkill on the armor.
And sure enough, there are the bullets that were just fired. From a law enforcement standpoint, if a police officer is shot or if a police car is fired on, keeping the rounds makes apprehension of the suspect a lot easier. The science behind this revolutionary lightweight bullet-resistant material can also be used to protect pipelines and chemical plant piping against ballistics, thermal, and physical intrusion. Armor Bond's proprietary technology is the brainchild of company founder and chairman Paul Brogan.
In today's world, the threats of vandalism are large, threats of terrorism are there, as we well know, and storms are an issue as well. We've had those issues confront us just recently, one hurricane after another. The U.S. coastline has all of a sudden realized protection. This product has been proven to provide not only the hurricane protection, but we are providing ballistic and other protection as well. The purpose of this product from the beginning has been a product that's easily applied, it can be used in the real world, and is a cost factor, again, applied with a cost factor in mind that is way below anything else.
Finally, Police Sergeant Kevin Newman, who witnessed the entire demonstration, says there's a definite need for armor bond protection on all law enforcement vehicle windows and doors.
We know that we want to have some degree of protection at that traffic stop. He can retreat to that door, open that door, and return fire from a good position. And we don't have that right now. The bad guys out there, if they're not matching our guns or ammunition we carry out there, then they're trying to exceed as well. So with these products that you're offering here, we're going to equal that. We could possibly have a solution to our problems.
Solutions to problems in law enforcement and beyond. The results are in. The demonstrations are a complete success. The products from Armor Bond are clearly a technological breakthrough that can help save lives and minimize injuries. From hurricanes and bomb-resistant glass treatments to bullet-resistant windshields in vehicles, and even pipelines that are fully protected from bullets, vandalism, as well as thermal situations. For the most affordable solution to increase protection, Armor Bond Revolutionary Glass Security System is the answer.